Program number 1 is a 7-segment display counter using Arduino. It's a simple counter that increments from 0 to 9 and resets, displaying the count on both a 7-segment display and your computer screen. Let's get started. The components for this program are breadboard, Arduino Uno R3, adapter, 1 times tactical push button switch, 1 times 220 ohms resistor, 1 times 10k ohms resistor, common anode 7-segment display, connecting or jumper wires. Connect the breadboard to power and ground using connecting wires. Connect the breadboard's power rail to the 5-volt pin of the Arduino. Connect the ground rail of the breadboard to the ground pin of the Arduino. Insert the common anode 7-segment display. Place the common anode 7-segment display onto the breadboard. Connect the common pin to power. Connect the common anode pin either of the two middle pins to one of the end of 220 ohm resistor. Connect the other end of the resistor to the power rail of the breadboard. Connect the 7-segment display pins to the Arduino. Using connecting wires, connect the segment pins of the 7-segment display to the Arduino as follows. Pin A to pin 2 on the Arduino, pin B to pin 3 on the Arduino, pin C to pin 4 of the Arduino, pin D to pin 5 on the Arduino, pin E to pin 6 on the Arduino, pin F to pin 7 on the Arduino, pin G to pin 8 on the Arduino, pin DP to pin 9 on the Arduino. Insert the tactile push button switch. Place the tactile push button switch onto the breadboard. Connect the push button to ground and power. Connect one side of the push button to the ground rail of the breadboard using a connecting wire. Connect the other side of the push button to the end of 10k ohm resistor. Connect to the other end of the resistor to the power rail of the breadboard. Connect the push button to the Arduino. Connect the node where the resistor and the button meet the pin 10 on the Arduino using a connecting wire. Int count. This variable keeps track of the current count 0 to 9. Byte display. Array 10 and array 8. This is a 2D array that holds the bit patterns for displaying the numbers 0 through 9 on the 7-segment display. Each inner array represents a digit 0 to 9, and each element in the inner array corresponds to a segment A to G and DP of the 7-segment display. A value of 0 means the segment is off and 1 means the segment is on. Void setup. The setup function runs once where the program starts. The for loop sets pins 2 to 9 as output, which corresponds to the segments of the 7-segment display. Pin mode 10 sets pin 10 as an input, which will be connected to the push button. Void loop. The loop function runs continuously. It calls display digit count to display the current count on the 7th-segment display. It calls read button to check if the button has been pressed and update the count accordingly. Void read button. This function checks if the button connected to pin 10 is pressed. Digital read 10 equals to 0. If the button is pressed, it increments the count variable. If count reaches 10, it reaches 0. The while digital read 10 equals 0 statement waits until the button is released before continuing, preventing multiple increments from a single press. Void display digit, int digit. This function takes an integer digit 0 to 9 and updates the 7-segment display to show that digit. The for loop iterates over the 8 segments A to G and DP. Digital write x plus 2, display digit and x sets each segment pin to either high or low, based on the display array pattern for the given digit. The program will initially display the number 0 on the 7-segment display. Each time the button is pressed, the displayed number will increment by 1, with the new value being shown on the display. When the count reaches 9, pressing the button again will reset the displayed number back to 0.
For problem 2, we are tasked to write a program to control an up or down counter using a toggle switch. That is, when the switch is on, the counter counts upward from 0 to 9. Otherwise, it should count downward from 9 to 0. The main materials that are going to be needed are toggle switch and a 7-segment display. For the clarification of the code, the first block of the code is the initialization of the 7-segment pin. The toggle switch variable is the pin number of the toggle switch, while digit codes variable is a 2D array in which it stores mode to create a number pattern 0 to 9 for the 7 segment. Inside the setup function, we just assign the pin numbers to certain mode like output and input pull up. We are going to turn off all segments initially using display digit function using 10 as an argument. Inside the loop function, we are continually detecting whether the toggle switch is high or low. Then we are going to manipulate the 7-segment lights using display digit function depending on the state of the toggle switch.
Program number 3 is a presettable up-down counter using Arduino Uno R3. It is a versatile counter that lets you set a starting value using dip switches and count up or down based on a toggle switch. The components for this program are breadboard, Arduino Uno R3, adapter, 1 times 4 switches of dip switch, 1 times 220 ohms, 4 times of 10k ohms resistor, common anode 7-segment display, connecting or jumper wires. To set up the circuit, first, connect the breadboard's power rail to the 5-volt pin on the Arduino, and the ground rail to the ground pin. Place the common anode 7-segment display onto the breadboard and link its common pin to one end of a 220 ohm resistor. Then connect to the other end of the resistor to the power rail. Next, establish connections between the 7-segment display pins and the Arduino. Pin A to pin 2, pin B to pin 3, pin C to pin 4, pin D to pin 5, pin E to pin 6, pin F to pin 7, pin G to pin 8, and pin DP to pin 9. Insert the toggle switch onto the breadboard and place the 4-switch DP switch as well. Connect the upper terminals of the dip switches to the power rail. For grounding, the dip switches connect a 10k ohm resistor to the lower terminal of each dip switch. Then link the other end of each resistor to the ground rail. Finally, connect each dip switch to the Arduino. Toggle switch 1 to pin 10, toggle switch 2 to pin 11, toggle switch 3 to pin 12, and toggle switch 4 to pin 13. In the code, there are predefined arrays for LED and dip switch pins. The variable last state holds the previous state of toggle switches, while count tracks the current count. The 2D array display outlines patterns for each digit on the 7-segment display. In the setup function, pin modes are configured for LEDs as outputs and dip switches as input. The loop function monitors dip switch states, updating count accordingly. The display function reads the toggle switch state to determine counting direction, updates the 7-segment display using display digit, and adjusts count based on the toggle switch. A 750 millisecond delay controls count transition speed. The display digit function updates LEDs connected to pins 2 to 9 based on the specified count digit. For the simulation end result, the program interprets the position of toggle 1, toggle 2, and toggle 3 on the dip switch as an octal input, ranging from 0 to 7. This octal input is then converted into decimal, serving as the initial count displayed on the 7-segment display. If the dip switch toggle 4 is turned off, the counter starts as a decreasing sequence. However, flipping toggle 4 transforms it into an increasing counter.
Now let's talk about program number 4 titled Traffic Light Circuit with 7-segment down counter. So we are tasked to make an upgraded version of the traffic light by adding a countdown timer. The sequence will be 9 seconds for the green LED, 1 second for the yellow LED, and 8 seconds for the red LED. Here's the things we need for this program. We need one Arduino Uno, one breadboard, one anode 7-segment display, one green LED, one yellow LED, one red LED, 12 220 ohms resistor, and some jumping wires. Place the 7-segment display and LED on the breadboard. Connect each segment pin A to G of the 7-segment display to an Arduino pin 1 to 7 using a 220 ohm resistor. Connect the common anode pin of the 7-segment display to the positive rail of the breadboard using 220 ohm resistor. Connect the anode leg of the each LED to an Arduino pin 8 to 10 with a 220 ohm resistor. Connect the positive rail of the breadboard to the Arduino's 5 voltage pin. Connect the ground rail of the breadboard to the Arduino's ground pin. First, we define the variables, then initialize their respective pins in the Arduino. Next, we create a two-dimensional array that defines how each digit from 0 to 9 should be displayed on a 7-segment display. Next, we set the 7-segment display pins and LEDs to output. Next, the display countdown function. It takes a number that is represented with seconds. It will loop through each second and called display digit function. The display digit function takes a digit from 0 to 9 and it loops through each segment to show the current digit on the 7-segment display. Lastly, the loop function. We just laid out the process of the program where the green LED will run for 9 seconds, yellow LED for 1 second, and red LED for 8 seconds. I also added a 10 milliseconds delay to optimize the simulation. Here's the result.
In this problem, we are challenged to create our own application of switch and 7-segment display. Our group responded with a counter that has a reset button with LED indicator. Here are the following components and materials we needed for this challenge. Uno R3, anode, 7-segment display, 9 220 ohms resistor, one 10K ohms resistor, one tactile switch, and one green LED. The ports 9 to 3 of Uno R3 is dedicated for the 7 segment. This will be responsible for lighting up the LEDs based on the sequence. We put each LED with resistor to prevent busting the 7 segment display. Furthermore, the ports 11 to 10 were used on the LED and switch whenever it is being pushed. The resistor on the switch will serve as a pull-down resistor to indicate that it is in state low. The common of the 7 segment was connected to 5 volts to forward bias the component and make it work. As usual for coding, we will define the global variables such as pins, switches, debouncing variables, and LEDs. Each of these has its corresponding ports or default values. The sequence nested array defines the formation of each numbers on the 7 segment. On the setup function, we will tell the Arduino to initialize the pins as we will use this as our output and input throughout the simulation. Before proceeding to the loop, we first created a display number function which accepts parameter number. The parameter was used as a reference on which number the 7 segment will display. Finally, on the loop function, we define the main logic of the challenge, which is to count up and have a reset button. We first read the state of the switch and then pass it in a condition that checks if the current number should reset and LED lights up. We displayed the number using the function we defined earlier and incremented its value per succession with a delay of 1000 milliseconds. However, before the program ends, we created a condition that if the counter exceeded the maximum 7 segment can display, start again on 0. And that is how the codes work. Here is the final working demonstration for this challenge.
Program number 6 is a 7-segment display program that creates a marquee effect to display messages based on light sensor inputs. The components for this program are breadboard, Arduino Uno R3, adapter, 2 times light-dependent resistor, 2 times 220 ohms resistor, 2 times 10K ohms resistor, 2 times common anode 7-segment display, and connecting or jumper wires. Procedure: connect the breadboard to power and ground. Using connecting wires, connect the breadboard's power rail to the 5-volt pin on the Arduino. Connect the ground rail of the breadboard to the ground pin on the Arduino. Insert the common anode 7-segment display. Place the two common anode 7-segment display onto the breadboard. Connect the common pin to power. Connect the common anode pin, either of the two middle pins, to one end of a 220 ohm resistor. Connect the other end of the resistor to the power rail of the breadboard. Connect the 7-segment display pins to the Arduino. Using connecting wires, connect the segment pins of the 7-segment display to the Arduino. Insert the two LDRs or light-dependent resistors into the breadboard. Using connecting wires, connect one terminal of each LDR to the power rail of the breadboard. Attach a 10K ohm resistor to the opposite terminal of each LDR. Connect the other end of each 10K ohm resistor to the ground rail of the breadboard. Using connecting wires, connect the junction where each LDR meets its corresponding 10K ohm resistor to a pin on the Arduino. Code explanation: arrays LED1 and LED2 store the pin numbers connected to the segments of the two 7-segment displays. Array LDR stores the pin numbers connected to two light-dependent resistors. The setup function sets the pin modes for the LEDs to outputs and LDRs to inputs. For the loop function or main loop, it reads the state of the LDRs. If LDR1 is activated, it calls function LDR1 to display hello from left to right. If LDR2 is activated, it calls function LDR2 to display by from right to left. If neither LDR is activated, it calls function off to turn off the displays. When both LDRs are inactive or active, the display remains off, showing no characters. When LDR1 is activated, the display shows the message "Hello" scrolling from left to right. When LDR2 is activated, the display shows the message "Bye" scrolling from right to left.